Notulas, to say we see the glass half full or half empty is an understatement. The entire state has collapsed. There's nothing to be proud about to be in our country. If we want to understand the progress and what the government of today in the GNU is doing for our people, we would like to hear successes individually. There are key performance areas for every ministry. If the Minister of Agriculture can name the successes within the department they are leading, if the Minister of Basic Education can name the successes, we have seen how the scholar transport has collapsed in our country. Parents have to cough up money themselves to pay for scholar transport. The state is no longer subsidizing the scholar transport. We must see what is happening in terms of the local government. If we cannot have accountability at local government level, where the Auditor General has given us a very gloomy picture in terms of how the operations of local government have collapsed, it's a very indicative fact that we do not have municipalities, we do not have services, and municipalities are at the court phase of service delivery where people must be receiving basic service deliveries. Water today. I listened to the Minister of Water in the morning waffling about why people do not have water. Well, I've listened this morning to some MEC talking about scholar transport on TV and telling people stories instead of solutions. These are some of the few things that are basic that any government must get them right. If we can't get account of exactly what is it that has been done, not some high-level information of we've stabilized this, which energy has been stabilized because households do not afford it. The rates of electricity today are skyrocketing, far higher. They are only affordable to people who are working. And those who are working in sustainable jobs, I'm not talking about cashiers, I'm not talking about domestic workers, and today they are not going to even afford gas. So which energy has stabilized? Because it has stabilized for service providers, the people with big pockets. It has not stabilized for a South African who must have access to electricity, who must have lights, for a school in a rural area that must be able to afford electricity in order for education and lessons to continue every day. For children to have access to iPads or tablets, they cannot utilize such. There is no AI in rural areas because there is no electricity. Households do not afford electricity. We stabilized what exactly? If we can get accountability of indication of what individually each department has done in relation to what the president has promised in the last SONA.